Hey guys, it's the Tire Power here, and I know it's been ages, but I am finally getting around to reviewing the Venom movie, spoiler alert version. Now, like I said in the last one, I loved it. It's really a good movie, and I some I think it's odd to have J. Jonah Jameson's son crashing and possibly dying from the um, the spaceship crash that happened in the beginning of the movie. You know, it's kind of weird, but it did bring the symbiote to, you know, like Eddie eventually through like this woman to this child to this other woman that Eddie knows that hands out newspapers. And I like how when they show Eddie, he's like a full news reporter and they show every single thing he has done. And how he kind of like when he gets mad or angry, when his girlfriend tells him not to do something, he just does it anyway. He interviews the man for all the bad stuff he did. The bad guy, obviously. The guy who's like, have a nice life, or however it is. I don't know. But, then, one of the ladies that work for the bad guy, I forget some of their names, so please don't, get too mad. Sorry, is that something? Oh, it's just Shadow. Never mind. At least I think it's Shadow. Whatever. It's honestly pretty good. I mean, like how the lady that works for this guy at the company, Life Support or something, or Life, helps Eddie, and then when he sneaks in, he finds the person he cares about, and then what do you know? As soon as Eddie releases her, she attacks him, kind of holds him down, and then the symbiote goes on to him. And then he leaves and he starts hearing voices. And he has a craving for, like, he gets super hungry. When he goes to see his girlfriend, like at a restaurant, he acts all crazy. And like he starts eating everyone's food. He gets in a tank, and I think he eats a live lobster that's not dead, because it's live. It's crazy. And then the doctor tells him he has a parasite. Now I could be getting this all out of order, but then again, it's been like 2 months since I seen this movie, and I have been very busy with the Spider-Man gameplay, so, and I had to make sure everyone else has seen it already, and it's probably out on Blu-ray, so that means everyone already has seen it. And like this big, huge thing happens, like when Eddie tells his neighbor to turn down the music. When the guy says whatever, he like gets his face like or like a big huge scary thing, and then the other dude looks like he's about to like pee his pants and be like, oh okay, I'll turn it down for you, and he's like, thank you. And then what do you know, like guys come in after him. He hears his voice talking to him like, what are you doing putting your hands up? And then after that, the symbiote takes control, and he uses his arms to like boom and like super crazy. The action in the scene's pretty cool, but you know what's cooler? What Venom really looks like. Now, you probably already saw in the trailer, and you probably if you went to the movies or have the Blu-ray, then you'll still know what it looks like. But for the second live action movie, I think they did a pretty good job. Like, I thought his legs would be skinnier, just like in like one of the TV shows. I remember him having like not he had like upper body strength but lower body strength, like tiny legs or something. I could be remembering him wrong, but I remember him, like, you know, I'm not talking about the '90s show. I'm talking about like I think Spectacular Spider-Man. Anyway, it's a really cool way they show Venom, like how his like top head comes down over his face, and like his, like and then he licks the bad guy's face, and then like they talk to each other like as like Venom in a snake form, like looking at him and like, "Look into my eyes, Eddie." And then, it's pretty cool. There's this one very funny scene where like Eddie is like surrounded, and Venom says jump, and then his eyes widen, like, and then the next scene he's like elevator, and then Venom's like, if you watch the movie or have it on Blu-ray, you know what he says. I'm not gonna get my channel demonetized or, for saying that word. I mean, I could say coward or pathetic or, anything else but that word, but I'm really tempted to say what he actually said, because it's hilarious. It made me laugh. Everyone laughed, in fact. Everyone was, like, dying of laughter in that theater. Then, the bad guy who works at the Life Foundation. Oh, Life Foundation, that's what it is. So, Life Foundation, he found out that one of his employees were, like, bad, so they let out a symbiote on her. I mean, she's not bad, but she's like a traitor to them. So then I assume she gets killed by the symbiote, because I can't remember if it was just killed off screen or if there was just blood, like only a splat of blood on the window. I don't remember. That I don't recall. But I do recall the rest of the other scenes. Like, for example, the silver symbiote got to the guy that owns Life Foundation, and then he becomes a Riot symbiote. So Riot symbiote finally gets to him, and then they try to find Venom, and Eddie's held captive because Venom and Eddie get split up by the doctor because his girlfriend, like, or ex-girlfriend, not sure, just like made a loud sound like vroom, like very loud, and then they just split apart. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? And then Eddie was like disappointed because he was learning that it was killing him, and now he says he's gonna die too, Venom. And then it gets to the cat, and then after it gets to the cat, it gets to his girlfriend, which would probably be interesting because of one reason and one reason only. Soon as Eddie, I think this is where I'm talking about, when Eddie's in his chair, then Riot shows himself, like, in his Batman voice, "Where's Venom? Where's Venom?" And Eddie's like, "Oh my God, your face. Oh my God, you're so ugly. Ah." It's kind of hilarious how he's like kind of burning him, or I'm not gonna say like Roast, because that word's just stupid in this situation. But burnt, he was definitely burnt. Ooh, he got burnt, you know. So then, then Eddie, I think he escapes or something, and then he gets Venom back. He gets Venom back by his girlfriend that says, "Hi, Eddie," when she becomes, wait for it, She-Venom. I was surprised. I didn't think she would actually be in that in the movie, or you know, because I thought it was just going to be Venom, not She-Venom, you know. But it was pretty cool to see her. And then that kissing scene, like, it was pretty good, like, you know. Then it just like like consumes him and then turns him into like a huge, like his normal self, Venom. And then she says she can help, but then Venom's like, "No, stay away. It's too dangerous." And then like he says that Riot is very bad, and he says he's like a loser on his planet, like Venom is. And honestly, I don't understand. Like, on their planet, if there's no hosts, then they're just goo. How can civilization just be goo and goo only? Like, sure, they can probably talk to each other, but just goo? No arms, no legs, no eyes, no mouth, no teeth? Nothing? Personally, that seems weird to me. A planet of just goo. Nothing but just goo. Anyway, so Venom realizes that his planet is a very nice planet and he loves it. And he doesn't want to see it get destroyed by other symbiotes. So then they fight each other, right? And Venom. And then it shows this cool epic scene like where they're like split together. In theaters it was hard to see because, you know, I feel like theater quality is worse than like Blu-ray and TV quality, you know. And I mean, like, it was pretty cool to see the fight. And then the coolest thing out of that movie, well, not the coolest, since there was a couple cool scenes. Like the one I just remembered now where Eddie says mask. No, Eddie says mask, and then he's like, Venom's like, copy. And then, you know, blah blah blah. We already skipped past that scene, so back to the ending. So like when Riot kills Venom, well, kills Eddie kind of, and then Venom like saves Eddie's life, and then Venom destroys the ship. And he only did that, he could only do that because, you know, they separated at first. Like, because of his girlfriend just making that loud, you know. I probably look silly making that noise with my face, and probably not as great as a loud noise, but, you know, it's really early in the morning, and I'm not in the mood to scream, you know, or screech, or But anyway, so then Venom like destroys the spaceship. Now imagine how cool that is. And then he says, "Have a nice life." And then they both explode and burn up. Not even joking. That was so great. I would say, like, you know what? It's not bad of a word if I'm saying it like in an accent, like a British accent or anything. But it was bad arse. Yeah, bad arse. That's how Irish people would probably say it, or Italian, or Germany, maybe Polish, I don't know, Russia, or Sweden. either way, it's really cool, you know? Like, personally, I just thought the movie was great. And then there's a chance of Eddie and his girlfriend getting back together. Vanessa? No, that's Deadpool. Never mind. Sorry. Please don't get mad at me for saying Vanessa. Because for a second there, I thought that was her name, but I'm pretty sure that's Deadpool's girlfriend's name. Anyway, they had talk, and then Eddie talked about that kiss. I'm pretty sure there's a chance of them getting back together, and then I'm gonna just say this before anything else. Rest in peace, Stan Lee, because this is probably one of his very last scenes he has done before he died, or theater-wise. Because, you know, I mean, he was in that, like, he was like, you two are great together. And then Venom's like, who's that guy? Can I eat that dog? And then a very cool scene I saw was they were in the shopping market, and like Venom was like bad guy, and he's like, yup. And then he said the coolest thing, like everyone knows from the trailer. First, I'll eat your eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time. Wait, I'm pretty sure he said that to him, and then he said, well, you'll just be this armless, legless thing, won't you? Like a turd in the wind. And he's like, what the hell are you? And then he says, we are Venom. And then he just ate him like, I mean, I kind of wish I could have saw that, but then again, it was PG-13. They were trying to get into Marvel, like a Marvel studio, seeing if they can combine, you know, that stuff. It would be cool if just Sony just gave up all the rights to Spider-Man only to Marvel. I mean, still make video games of Spider-Man, but still, like, why not just give back the rights? It would be cool. I mean, if you don't have Spider-Man and you're just going to use the villains or allies, that's like saying you're going to eat cereal without milk. It's just not right. And then he calls him Parasite, then the credits roll. Venom dun, 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 by Eminem, a cool rapper, greatest rapper of all time, or greatest of all time. I'm not going to say GOAT because that just doesn't fit. You know, he's not a goat, like, bah, he doesn't eat grass, nothing. He's just greatest of all time. Now, there's two post-credit scenes, one for the Spider-Verse movie, which I'm thinking about seeing, possibly, and this other movie, wait, no, not other movie, a teaser for Venom 2, possibly, because it shows Cletus Cassidy, a.k.a. Carnage. Now, a lot of people say it should be rated R because Carnage is, like, a chaotic person. But, I mean, they didn't show too much blood and gore in the animated series, now did they? And his first, his first appearance, like, in a TV show wasn't that bad, now was it? With that voice and, you know, the acting, you know. It was, not gonna lie, it was one of the greatest Sony movies I ever seen. You know, if they really wanted to continue Andrew Garfield's, like, you know, they could just say some from his universe, like say, oh, well, even though we forgot to do Amazing Spider-Man 3, this was from the same universe as the Amazing Spider-Man. So technically they could have Spider-Man, but without using Tom Holland. Just use their own previous Spider-Man. Like have two Spider-Mans at once. You know, be very funny and cool. Just, like, have Andrew Garfield be like, "Oh, hey, Venom," and possibly have Sinister Six in the third Amazing Spider-Man movie, which will probably never happen, but hey, you can still give it a try. I mean, if you just give the rights to all Spider-Man villains and allies to, like, Marvel, then they'll have a great, fantastic Sinister Six movie. I think there was a Sinister 12 at one point, but that would be cool too. I mean, Sinister dozen. Well, that was my spoiler review for Venom. I know I probably should have done it sooner, but life is busy, you know? I'm planning on doing the DLCs. Hopefully it's not too late. And I'm planning on seeing a lot of movies. You know, like Once Upon a Deadpool and Into Spider-Verse, Aquaman, Welcome to Marwin. That's not a superhero movie, but still. Life is going to be... It's going to be very busy on this channel, so you might not see me upload for a while. I'm going to try to upload fast and best as I can, okay? Now, make sure you hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. Tiger Army out here. Peace.